You know, Spirit has such a sense of humor. And I don't know why I'm always surprised. But I am. I'm still surprised at how things weave together without anybody talking to anybody about what was going to happen today. Bren's, both her reading and her invocation were absolutely perfect for this morning's topic. Joseph's opening song, as well as the community songs that we've sung, were perfect for this morning's topic. And none of us talked to each other about it because we were thousands of miles away. But you know, this one mind thing, there really is something to it. There really is something to it. And if we lean into that connection, as we lean into that connection, the more we lean into that connection, the more we experience that connection. So all month I'm talking about celebration. Because it's my birthday month.
There you go.
And anybody who has been here since I've been here knows that I celebrate my birthday all month long. Yay. Well, actually, I celebrate my birthday until people stop wishing me a happy birthday. And that includes belated. Because today's title is Celebrate Your Life Today. Today. And we talk a lot at Every Day about being new in every moment and about the importance of being in the moment. Because how in the world can we be new in every moment if we aren't present? Exactly. Right? It's hard. And as I believe all of you know, so Denise and I just came back from this wonderful vacation, and now we're packing to move. And we're moving in 2 weeks. And yes, I'm soliciting
11 days.
How many?
11. 11.
I like 2 weeks better than 11 days. And sometimes the minister wins. That's all I'm saying. So, the facts are what they are. Right?
Right.
And this, this isn't our first rodeo. This isn't the first time we've moved. It is the first time that we've changed residences in Santa Fe in the 10 years or almost 10 years that we've been here. But it isn't the first time that we've moved. And it's still something that, that we look at with respect, moving, because it demands respect. It commands respect. And it isn't like, oh, and yes, I am recruiting help. Did I say that? I'm sorry, I got distracted for a moment because the image on Zoom, I am completely hidden by the
glare.
By the glare behind me. Not that you can't see me,
You know what? Move over,
But-
move over, literally. Because that'll help.
but you can see me better
That's good. Yeah. Good. Yeah. Good, good.
if I'm over here.
I can't see you at all over there.
Oh! Keep moving. Okay, I'll keep moving.
No, now you're in the other glare, so just.
Denise will tell you that my favorite thing to do when I'm talking is to move. But, the situation here doesn't actually encourage that. So, celebrate your life today. And here we are looking at these circumstances, and of course, it's very easy to celebrate the wonderful trip that we had and the wonderful experiences that we had and the friends that we saw that we had not seen ever in where they're living now and had not seen for years and all of that. And we kept tabs on each other, and it wasn't the easiest job to not talk about the move while we were engaged in what we were determined to be a vacation. So we established, it was kind of like establishing a code word where one could say to the other, not right now. we aren't going to talk about the move right now. And we agreed that we wouldn't talk about it until we were on the plane on the way home. Well, as it turned out, we were both so engaged in watching movies, we didn't do it then either. Which was great, because what we had not just affirmed, but actually lived was being in the moment. Was being in the moment. And if we're going to celebrate our life today, which I highly recommend, because we can all find reasons to celebrate.
Yes.
All of us can find a reason to celebrate. Something, someone, even if it's something that didn't happen, we can celebrate that it didn't happen. Right?
Yes.
We can all find reasons to celebrate. And it's so easy to get distracted and forget. It's so easy. But what if it was just as easy to become so hungry for the feeling of celebration that we couldn't imagine being without it. Because celebration and celebrating our life today is in and of itself complete. It doesn't, right, whoever said that. And now the comments are, have sound effects. Besides Denise and Patty. But it requires steadfastness from us to look at our life, to look at the moment, to look at each other, to whether it's this group or a total stranger, whatever it is, to engage in the moment. Engaging in the moment made things possible on our trip that, now we had both, not together, but we had both been to London before, years ago. Neither one of us had ever been to Scotland or to southwestern England before. So there was a lot that was new to us. And had we been distracted by anything at all, we would have missed it. We would have missed the most beautiful green you have ever seen in your life. Green, green, green everywhere. And I kept thinking, okay, there's enough here. Some can go to Santa Fe. Some can go to Santa Fe. Because Santa Fe could use a little green. And a little of the moisture that we experience as well. Celebrating our lives today requires discipline. Ick. What an icky word to use for celebration. But to stay in the moment and to engage in the moment and to look in each other's eyes and treasure that experience fully is a gift that cannot be duplicated. It cannot be duplicated. And not only that, I know you have all heard this before, not from me, I don't think, but I know that you've all heard this before. I am as young today as I will ever be. I'm as young today as I will ever be. Why not celebrate?
Yeah.
Why not live it fully? You know, when we were on our trip, I can't put this any other way and you not fully get the picture. I walked my fanny off. and I was thinking about how grateful I was for my hip surgeries to be able to do that. Would I like to have those hip surgeries again? Not so much. But I can celebrate them now because they have given me a freedom. Oh, hello. They have given me a freedom. Really? That I would not have otherwise had. In 2019, and this is not going to be a travelogue, don't worry, but in 2019 we went to Italy. And I walked my fanny off there too. And that was before either hip surgery. And I was really in trouble. I mean, I was really in a lot, and I didn't have a cane, I didn't have walking sticks. Who, me? They didn't go with my outfit. And so by the time we came back, there was no longer a question of first one surgery and then the other. And I was just so thankful to be able to do all of the things that we did. And my body to feel great doing them. We have an opportunity. You know, this is how life works. And in case you've forgotten, there's one life, there's one power, there's one presence. It is all life. It is my life now. It is your life now. It is the life of all things seen and unseen, all things that have ever been, that will ever be. It is all. There's one. And because of the way that one works, we have the opportunity, because it cannot do for us anything without doing it through us.
Right.
It cannot do for us anything without the good flowing through us, which is why what Bren brought up in her reading about our receptivity, our acceptance, what we believe about what we're asking and how we're asking, and our right to have it, whatever it is. I'm going to go somewhere with that in a second, but I want to finish this thought. That openness, that acceptance, that willingness, that availability is required for us to be able to enjoy anything.
Mm-hmm.
Anything fully. Because we may have some hidden beliefs, some underlying, what we call underlying beliefs, that say, well, you know, my life is pretty good just the way it is, and I really, you know, things are good. Things are good. Now, that in and of itself is a certain kind of appreciation, is it not?
Yes.
And all the while, we have this inner wisdom going, are you kidding? Your life hasn't even been, you haven't even scratched the surface yet of what is possible. And of course, I'm putting words in Spirit's mouth when Spirit doesn't use words like we do, but nonetheless, it's like here, right? Here I am, being all. Here I am, in you, as you, operating through you and for you, supporting you 24/7, cooking up goodies for you just for the fun of it, and you're saying your life's okay the way it is? What? Really? Well, okay, because, you know, we do get agreed with.
Mm-hmm.
There is no argument. It's not like Spirit goes, oh, come on. What do I have to do to persuade you? No. Spirit goes, okay. If it's good the way it is, then it'll just be the way it is. But wait a minute. What happened to the idea that the Spirit, God, the infinite, the universe, all of life, knows better for me? And not only does it know better for me, but it knows better in a way that if something that I'm asking for doesn't materialize, I wasn't supposed to have it. Oh. Isn't it interesting that the room went silent? I am here to tell you that that is malarkey. Because this one life that is our life isn't just our life sometimes, it's our life all of the time, and all of the all in the imagination and intellect and energy that exists, that sustains life as we know it and life as we are yet to know it. That is what is operating through us. I'm sorry if I blew your circuit. That is what is operating through us. This is no halfway deal. This is no sometimes relationship. Spirit is always, as Joseph said in his song, present. In us, as us, through us, for us, with us, surrounding us, supporting us, uplifting us, sustaining us. And that is not only true for religious scientists. It's true for everyone. Whether it is evident or not, whether they know it or not, it is true for everyone. The all that is available to all of us is available to all. No exceptions. Really? You had nothing to say about that? So celebrating our life today might be an idea that we want to consider as life-saving. Not just life-affirming, not just life-enhancing, not just life-expanding, but life-saving. Because it changes us. When we feel joy, when we feel celebratory, when we feel the happiness that we feel when we see each other and we welcome each other and we greet each other and we hang out with each other and we tell each other silly stories, that is all part of the personality, if you will, of celebration. It changes us. It opens our channels of receptivity. It opens our minds and our hearts and our entire being to actually seeing things, perceiving things, experiencing things in a very different way. Someone asked me this morning, before service, if Denise and I hadn't had the experience of meeting nicer people across the pond. And I would say no, because we meet nice people everywhere.
Yep, that's right.
And that's because we bring kindness, courtesy, thoughtfulness, presence, engagement to everywhere. Not because it's up to somebody else to be nice first.
Yeah.
And you know what's really interesting? Because I can remember years ago I did a lot of travel to what was at that time Europe, because it included the UK. And I would encounter a difference in some countries towards me because I didn't know the language, and I felt a little intimidated, you know, and I didn't want to offend anybody because I didn't know the language. But I've learned since then that language doesn't matter any more than microphones do. Language doesn't matter. Attitude matters. Eye contact matters. Softness matters. Smiling matters. So if we want to experiment with this idea of celebrating our life today, every day, we have to bring it. We have to bring it and not be sitting around waiting for it. Not that it won't show up maybe eventually in some way, but we might miss it because that's not what we're looking for. What we're looking from determines what we see. What we're looking from determines what we see. And what I see before me is beauty and grace and kindness and generosity, tenderness. Exactly. That's pretty hilarious, actually. And so it is. That's what I see. That's what I see. Because that's what I'm looking from. So of course I'm going to give you homework. Because since celebrating is the theme for the month, you got to get your celebration on. Find it. It's in the closet somewhere. Find that radiant, vibrant self that may have 5 minutes ago been so wrapped up in something that seems so much more important than feeling celebratory, than really attending to our own happiness. Other things, other people, other circumstances, other conditions, it's not that they don't require our attention. I will tell you what. If we bring our celebratory selves to any circumstance, any condition, even moving in 11 days, and support and camaraderie that we had no way of anticipating. And I'm not just speaking of Denise and I'm speaking for all of us. But we've got to bring it. So anybody willing? Well, some people are willing. 10 of you are willing. Okay, but some of you are doubly willing. So I'm going to count that double and look forward to celebrating our life today, our life tomorrow, our life all the way through the week until we meet again. And so it is.
And so it